Okay, plug the mic in. We're ready to go. Oh, hello everybody. It's OelGrez's Rubber Duck Fleet Carrier Sunday. This is actually Friday, so this has been sitting here for a little bit before I was able to get back to it. I've been doing a few different things in the studio. Um, we got a new tool in the studio. I talked about getting a guitar stand. I have that. We now have a scanner. I have a way of scanning stuff I draw or create by pencil or get an idea, and I can bring it into the scanner, and then in GIMP I can go ahead and do up different things. And I've just created a little clip of the face in a comic strip that I just created. Enough of that. I'll talk about that later. This is the Ranger. This is my Tier 5. Got another paint job on it. This is a permanent paint job, so I can switch between the three different paint jobs on the Ranger. Ranger has totally enclosed cockpits. That's the step up from the Langley. And basically doing the same thing I normally do. I go out, I see where they're coming in, where they're going for, what they're pushing at, and what our team is looking on doing, and then try and help out if I can. I do, and I think a lot of what I'm doing too is showing where the enemy's at, showing where the where their ships are at, so that we can kind of target, kind of like. Basically, eyes in the sky. I can do damage and stuff. I do more damage possibly with torpedoes, but then again, you're risking your aircraft by going in, and so you're gonna lose them. But sometimes you have to. So it's like trying to decide. Okay, instead of just going after some random ship or something like that, am I adding to what the team is trying to do? In other words, for an example, let's say they have a push going into one of the our capture zones. I see two or three other of ours going in for that. Well, I can go over there now. I can add my support to that. So what damage they're doing plus what I can do will help take down whatever, and maybe help clear an area so we can push into it. Like I said, normally your carriers aren't that great for doing capture work, but I've been kind of pushing the envelope a little bit, kind of sailing on the edge. I have got caught a couple times being a little too close and getting hit by surface ships. They probably say, "What the heck is the carrier doing here?" But at the same time, we're with the torpedo aircraft now. We're going in for a torpedo run. And like I see, we got this destroyer here. So I'll come in and help the destroyer out by adding my torps to this here cruiser. Um, and I think they take it out before my torps get there. Yep, it's gone. Team effort. But see, that's what I'm talking about. As a team, we went after that ship and we eliminated it. But destroyers are hard to go after with aircraft because they're maneuverable. It's hard to hit them because they can get out of the way. And I've got that on a couple of other battles I've been in where I've come over and helped out a cruiser by providing my AA, which is anti-aircraft guns in your secondary, to theirs, and we actually did shoot down a couple of their aircraft. And the thing is, you say, yeah, but what that does is the other carriers, the aircraft, you're eliminating them. They got less aircraft to put back in the pool to relaunch out. So you're gonna lose aircraft, but there's a way too of maybe eliminating. Let's say I just lost an aircraft there, but at the same time, did you see the torpedo hits and stuff like that? So it wasn't a wasted run going in. I got some damage. I started some flooding going on. Incapacitated too, so which helped. But see now, this is what I'm talking about. I'm in the carrier, and I can see their ship out there, and if I can see them, they can see me. And like I said, most carriers have a tendency to want to hide, just like artillery does when they're World of Tanks. You sit out in the back and you hide, and 9 times out of 10, when they wipe out the rest of the team, they come looking for Artie, and it's kind of hide and seek sometimes. I've seen it though where Artie's done surprisingly well, and it's like, all right. And Artie's very important. They do a good job. They have a thing in the game, but just like with carriers, I can sit on the back line there and not do much, but that's not fun. But so, like I said, this is the Ranger. At Tier 5. I'm working towards, what is it, Lexington and Essex? I'm working towards the Midway, and I think that's part of the Bureau thing that happens over time, and it happens quicker if I go premium time, because I have two of them going. I have one going for Kaga, I have one going for Midway. So if I'm on premium time, then both of those are clicking off, and I get those rewards at certain time in trying to get to the Midway. And once I accomplish all that, then I actually should get that aircraft carrier, the Midway, which that'd be so cool. And that's another thing too. Okay, we're on the Bashu. It's a Japanese carrier. I was trying. Actually, I run most of the carriers. I was doing is trying to go through, get the first win of the day on my carrier line. But then again, too, I'm going back and kind of focusing on these two carriers, which takes me to the next carrier in line, like for the Japanese carriers. And the same thing with a Ranger. It's taking a lot of time. It'll take a lot of grind, which is all right. I like the game, so I don't mind. So like I said, on Wednesday I do Worship Wednesday, where I run my other ships. Sometimes I'll sit there, okay, I'll run cruisers today. I've been running the Japanese cruisers and destroyers. I was trying out the different torpedo boats and ships and stuff like that. Reload times, some of them are a little faster, and if you're looking at doing torpedo runs and stuff, then you want to maybe look into the Japanese type destroyers and stuff, because they have, I think some of them have better reload times. They're quicker, they're faster. I know some of the cruisers and stuff on the American line take forever to reload the torpedoes, but there's things you can do to up that a little bit, but then again, too, the guns on those cruisers, man, they can pack a wall up. So, and there's always that lucky shot. I hit that citadel, blow up that magazine, and the ship goes down. I've had that happen a few times. Like, whoa, where'd that come from? So all of a sudden, here's another torpedo run. There, go. Can we catch it? Can we catch it? See, that's something. Oh man, there he goes. That wasn't my torpedoes. That was from the cruiser or destroyer. And but see how close I am to them. That's kind of being risky for a carrier. I've had to run before. See, now we have biplanes with. This is a Tier 3 Japanese carrier, a shoe, and it's kind of a neat little carrier. It's kind of fun. See, now that's what smoke can do. See, now it's hard to get a line of sight on this, and I missed. So that's what smoke can do. If you got a bunch of aircraft coming in, puffing the smoke and obscure their just like it did there. I wasn't able to get a run, so now I'll go back up and join the flight, and we still have 4 aircraft left. But now I know where he is, so if I go in, and see now, when I was talking about sailing out of the smoke, I got a better shot at him now because I can see him. See the cruiser. Doing that again. That he and she is. I'm getting better at it. Our cruiser commander came out of that smoke. Should have stayed in the smoke, and then maybe it'd been made it harder to see. But that's all right though. I've done it myself. Sitting there, next thing you know, there's a big old puff of smoke sitting in the back there. I'm sitting out in the open going, oh, why am I taking damage? Because I'm getting better at that though. There's been a couple times though where I do sail back around into the smoke screen, especially if I'm being targeted. It's like, uh-oh, time to run. That's a good way to run. So, but I liked it. I love the carriers. I like flying it. The tasking between being the aircraft and being a carrier, because you can't do both at the same time. And I've talked about that before. And like right now, I'm in good shape, but if as close as I was, I feel my controller shaking. I need to get back to the aircraft carrier because I'm being shot. It could be the other carrier aircraft, which though I want to say, you come in at a carrier, you can expect to lose most of your flight because the carriers have awesome AA, and that's mine too. Plus, I have fighters that, well, you don't have to worry about it. The carrier does it automatically for incoming aircraft. But I think there's things too you can do to up that too. Here we go. Let's see, can we get a bomb on target? Drop. Oh, I missed. Yep, I missed. Look at that plane's going in. That's planes of the other carrier returning there. Now I'm coming back around. I only got 2 aircraft left. But, oh, I lingered around. Now drop. There we go. Did we get something? Yes, alright. We did hit. So we did a little bit of damage, while at the same time I'm closing the distance between me and that other carrier. And that's what I've been talking about, closing the distance. Now I can launch 3 or 4 more flights because I'm close, and it doesn't take that long for my flight I'm sending back to get back to the carrier to replenish my pool. As long as the carrier I'm going after isn't eliminating my aircraft I'm going in. Let's see right here what we have. There's what? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 aircraft going up. And that's probably one of the bigger advantages. I think like the Langley with Tier 3, you only have 4 aircraft. And so that's a little better with the torpedoes on this air. But you're only going with 2 aircraft. I think it's the Russian carriers where you can launch 4 at a time. The British carriers, you only launch 1 torpedo aircraft at a time. So it's like, oh, look at, see, it devastated the whole flight. But we did get a torp into it, and it's taken, yeah, got a torp into it. Like I said, for carrier, that's not too bad. You do pretty good. Normally, you're usually bottom 3 tiers. So if you make it up above that, it's like, wow, that was an awesome battle. And I've had a couple, but I've had them too where I barely get going and I'm sinking because I wasn't paying attention. Like when I first started playing that, it's like I didn't realize what that was, what the meaning with the controller shaking, and then there was no aircraft to go back to. Oh, hey, script clip coming. And this is the end of this one. This is Carrier Sunday, and thank you for watching. And Mr. Voiceover, I think you're up. Okay, do a script clip, please, and then we'll go back and do the audio. Script clip, cut, print and post, put it in the Canon on the channel from ELE Studio Central at OelGrez's. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. Hey, we're getting this down pretty good. Okay.